Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your number one fat agent, coming to you again with another one of these intriguing FIFA 20 experiments. And today we're answering the question, is this Liverpool side, this 2020 Liverpool side, the greatest team that we've ever seen in the Premier League? Yes, even with the recent dip in form with Liverpool, they have been an absolute juggernaut this season. Coming off their Champions League win, many thought that Liverpool could challenge to win the league. But not at this rate. Even with losing their invincible season, thank God. Yeah, that would have been annoying. Hear that from Liverpool fans for the rest of your life. But even with their recent dip in form, as of recording this, they are 25 points clear of their nearest competitor. They've only dropped points twice. They have one loss and one draw. They've won everything else. With this level of dominance, have made, a lot of people question, is this the best team that we've ever seen play in the Premier League? So I thought, let's go ahead, let's test this out by putting them up against what many consider to be the other contender for the best team to ever grace the Premier League. And that, of course, is not the 99 Man United side. No, it's the 2008 Man United side. Yes. Some might argue that the 99 treble side was better, but there are two main reasons why I went with the 2008. The biggest reason why I didn't go with the 99 team is it's mostly for FIFA reasons. I have no stats or database to build that 99 team. It would be mostly speculation. But the 2008 team, though, was actually recently added into the SoFIFA database, with a couple of those faces still playing to this day and a couple of them becoming icons. The rest of them, I had to go in and painstakingly recreate and also further adjust these players to match what their ratings were in 2008. And all of this is to go ahead and see which team really will be supreme. When we put modern day Liverpool and the 2008 Manchester United side into the same Premier League, who would come out on top? And then we're going to have those two teams go head to head in a live action portion at the end of this video. And on top of that, we're going to be doing something brand new that I've never done before in any experiment ever, but I'm going to keep that as a surprise for later. But if you are excited to go ahead and see these two juggernauts of the Premier League, these two all-time greats of the Premier League go head to head in these two bouts, take your hard, erect nipples. Push on the like button right now. Subscribe if you are new. But without further ado, let me introduce you to the legendary 2008 Manchester United side that went ahead and captured a double. Now remember when I said that there were two main reasons why I chose this side over the 99 side? The second main reason is Gary Neville himself. Yes, the famous right back for Manchester United played for both the 99 side as well as the 08 side, and he himself cites that he believes that the 2008 side is the greatest team he ever played for. And his main reasoning behind this was that the 2008 side had 8 players that would make it into the all-world team in 2008. Edwin van der Sar, Patrice Evra, Nemanja Vidic, Rio Ferdinand, Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, Wayne Rooney, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Carlos Tevez. He said, quote, "I don't think Manchester United have ever had a team with so many world-class players. And I look back at the team in history. Of course, there have been world-class players at Manchester United, but to have 8, almost 9, best in position, almost in the world at that time, it was an unbelievable team." And it definitely was this historic team led by a goal onslaught. This was really the true arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo. Scoring 41 goals in all competitions, he really was the talisman, the catalyst for this side. And in 2008, he came in at a 91. He still had a little bit more room to grow, and he formed an awesome trident with the likes of Carlos Tevez, who came in at an 88, as well as Wayne Rooney, who came in at a 90 at the time. This front three trident was pretty much unstoppable because they could do it all. They were all interchangeable. They could play through the center, they could play down the wings, all adept at passing, finishing, they could drop deep, and they were just devastating. One of the most terrifying counterattacks the Premier League has ever seen, if not the most. Then you had a couple aging legends on the team. You had Ryan Giggs, who was an 86 in 2008, so definitely on the twilight end of his career. Same thing with Paul Scholes, an absolute legend, but yeah, he was in the twilight of his career as well, and he only was an 85 back then. Alongside him was Michael Carrick, who was always very serviceable. And then in the back line, you had a young Patrice Evra coming on. In my mind, I always thought Patrice Evra was like way higher rated, but he never got higher than 84 rating in FIFA, which kind of puts him in the range of like a Kyle Walker-ish, which I think is pretty fair. And then of course you had the legendary center back pairing of Rio Ferdinand coming in at 88 and Nemanja Vidic, who was a little bit young back then, but he comes in at an 87. Now a little bit of controversy because at the right back position we have the man, as I spoke about earlier, Gary Neville. At this point he was really up there in age. I mean, he played for the 99 team as well, and actually for the majority of the season he was injured, so technically like I didn't have to put him in here, but he came in at an 80 in 2008, so I don't think I'm really helping the team all that much. Wes Brown primarily played right back the entirety of the season, and he was like 79 rated, so for the sake of this experiment, let's just leave Gary Neville in there for now. And of course, in between the sticks was the very reliable Edwin van der Sar, coming in at an 85, which is a little bit low. We think of him as this like god, but back in the day, he was just really good, but not like best in the world good, I guess. Like he was like the Hugo Lloris of his time. And then there was a couple of other familiar faces that you might have forgotten about. I mean, I think you guys probably remember that Nani was part of this side. Gerard Piqué was in this team. Yes, he had a very brief stint over at Manchester United before transferring back over to Barcelona. Actually scored 2 really crucial goals in the Champions League. They also had Owen Arcrees, who they would use in a more defensive formation from time to time. Now, the rest of the team, as you can see, are just modern day players. I'm sorry, I'm dedicated, but it took long enough to recreate all of these players, get all the stats down. I wasn't gonna go and recreate all the stats and all the players for all the scrub players on this team. But you can see that I've transferred out like all the big name players, so they don't have any like Martials or Pogbas or Rashfords on this team. The highest rated remainders are Lingard at 82 and Juan Mata at 82. I don't think we're really pushing the needle either way. But if you look at this starting 11, you could argue 10 out of the 11 either have icon cards already or will get icon cards. With the 2008 Manchester United side coming out to an attack of 88, a midfield of 85, and a defense of 84. So while there are a plethora of legendary names on this side, you can see that a handful of them were pretty past their prime. And a reminder that they barely won the double that year. They won the league with 90 points, but they were only 4 points away from a Liverpool side that was led by Steven Gerrard and a young Fernando Torres who was in the form of his life. And then in the Champions League, it went down to pens up against a Chelsea side that was full of legends themselves. You know, they had the likes of like Drogba, Lampard, Terry, Petr Cech. So while this might have been the most talented side that Manchester United has ever fielded, I'm not totally sure if it's the most dominant side. That's leaving the door open for modern day Liverpool. Now, the front three triad for 08 Manchester United might have been the best 3 that we've ever seen. But would it shock me in 10 years time we look back on this 2020 team and say that Firmino, Salah, and Mane was the best ever we've ever seen in the Premier League? Because look at the ratings right now in FIFA. Mane coming in at a 90 overall on the left side, having a fantastic season, 14 goals already. Roberto Firmino rarely puts a foot wrong, coming in at 88. And then Mohamed Salah also coming in at a 90. And you think of the legendary names that I mentioned before in Cristiano Ronaldo, Rooney, Carlos Tevez, all in their prime. You take the overall totals for this front three and you compare them to the 08 front three. The only difference was Ronaldo was a 91 to Mohamed Salah's 90. Same thing to be said in the midfield. Yeah, the name Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, yeah, you would take them over the likes of Fabinho or Wijnaldum. But when you look at the ratings, they're dead even. Wijnaldum was an 85, Paul Scholes was an 85. Michael Carrick was 84, Henderson's 84. And Ryan Giggs, while he played a different position, he came in at 86, and Fabinho's an 86. And then the back line, you could argue, is even stronger for Liverpool. You got 86 Robinson when Patrice Evra never got higher than 84. Current day Virgil van Dijk is coming in at a 91, which is higher than 08 Rio Ferdinand. Trent Alexander-Arnold comes in at 85, which demolishes Gary Neville, who was an 80. And the only weakness pretty much in this team is the second center back. Gomez, Matip, Lovren, whoever they put in there, not the greatest, so definitely an advantage from the Manchester United side. And then in net, you have 90 overall Alisson. And then on the bench, Liverpool have a bunch of impact subs. You got Shaqiri, Divock Origi, his contributions, I mean, I don't gotta say anything more. So going into this, on name recognition, you might think, oh yeah, that 08 Man United side was going to completely blow them out of the water. No. Not only can their starting 11 go toe-to-toe with that 08 team, I would argue they have a lot better depth, with this modern-day Liverpool side coming out to an attack of 86, a mid of 83, and a defense of 84. Comparing that with Manchester United's ratings, you can see that, yeah, the 08 team has a little bit higher rating, but just barely. Now, I'm going to do something that I've never done before in an experiment. And that is, I'm going to add a little thought experiment in this. And you guys can go ahead and do the same thing as I'm going to do right now. But I'm going to ask you guys a hypothetical question. If we were to combine these two teams together, who would make the starting 11? So that's what I have done right now. I have added the starting 11 for Manchester United onto this Liverpool team. We're going to go position by position and choose who deserves to be in the starting 11. Starting out with striker, Roberto Firmino versus Wayne Rooney. Now, even as a Manchester United fan, I love me some Roberto Firmino, but prime Wayne Rooney was a different caliber of beast. I think this is a pretty easy one. Then on the left side, Sadio Mane versus Ryan Giggs. I think it's easy Sadio Mane, but I do think that we put Cristiano Ronaldo in on the left side, 91, and then we keep Mohamed Salah over on the right side. In the midfield, Hendo, sorry bud, you're on the way out, putting Paul Scholes in there, and then I'm going to leave Wijnaldum and Fabinho in there. I don't know, maybe you can make an argument, Michael Carrick over Wijnaldum, but And then at the left back position, this is a tough one. Andrew Robinson or Patrice Evra. Now, if we're just going based off of the ratings, I think obviously you go Andrew Robinson there, but Andrew Robinson is a very young player, not all the way developed yet. Patrice Evra, we know what he became. So you guys go ahead, vote up on the iThings right now. Who would you choose to go ahead and start? Would it be Andrew Robinson or would it be Patrice Evra? Now, the homer in me wants to give it to Patrice Evra, but I don't know. It's very tough. I think you got to leave Andrew Robertson in there. Now, Virgil van Dijk, he's definitely going to be one of those center backs. That's a very easy one. And then Joe Gomez, I mean, he's easy pickings. You're going to put Rio Ferdinand in there. And then at the right back position, it was like, for Manchester United at the time, it was 80 rated Gary Neville. So yeah, we're going to go with Trent. And in between the six, we're going to go with Alisson over Edwin van der Sar. Although, that one's a tough one too. Prime Edwin van der Sar or modern day Alisson? Go ahead and vote up in the iThingies. And this is one more iThingy that I want to do. You got to pick one to put in your team. Prime Virgil van Dijk, which is modern day Virgil van Dijk, or Prime Rio Ferdinand. Yeah. Who are you taking, man? But this would be my starting 11 if I combine the two teams. Mohamed Salah on the right, Rooney up top, Cristiano Ronaldo on the left, midfield of Wijnaldum, Paul Scholes, and Fabinho, and a backline that features Andrew Robertson, Virgil van Dijk, Rio Ferdinand, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Alisson in between the stick. And I know not everyone's gonna agree, so this is the fun part. In the comments down below, let me know your starting 11 you would choose. I am still single. All right, boys, now what I've done is I've re-separated these two teams and placed them into the Premier League. Now what I'm going to do is sim to the end of the season. Go ahead and start that up. For me to rating neutral, I'm simming as Tottenham Hotspur. And as we get the simulation going, you guys go ahead, vote up in the iThings right now. Make a prediction on who you think is going to come out on top in the simulation portion. And you guys already know I got to do a forfeit for this one. For you guys who have never met me before, I'm a huge Manchester United fan. If I get the prediction right, then nothing bad happens to me. But if I get the prediction wrong, I have to do a forfeit. You guys already know who I'm voting for. I'm going to go with Manchester United. But if Liverpool wins, then on Twitter, I will proclaim that this 2020 Liverpool side is way better than the 2008 Manchester United team, as well as the 99 treble winning team. Unequivocally, they are the best. Soul died. Just uttering those words. And if by some horrible twist of fate, if the 08 side ends up losing to the Liverpool side twice in both the simulation and the live action portion, then not only will I have to proclaim this over on my Twitter, I'll also do it on my Instagram. If you want to follow me on both, you check it out, especially my Instagram. I highlighted the forfeit from my latest experiment, and it was disgusting. But not nearly as disgusting as me having to utter those words about Liverpool. But I guess we will find out at the end of the season. Take it away, Time Wizard.
Go, Time Wizard!
Alright, boys. We sit on June 1st of 2020. Let's see how the boys did at the end of the season. Oh! That's what I want to see, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne Rooney and Carlos Tevez are going to be sharing the golden boot because both of them have scored 27 fucking goals. And what's even better, third place isn't even a Liverpool guy. It's Sergio Aguero. But they haven't exactly run away because Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah came in 4th and 5th place respectively, both scoring 23 goals apiece. So they're not too far off the pace of Wayne Rooney. And also Ryan Giggs popping in 7th place. He contributed 20. So yeah, I think offensive output wise, it's looking pretty good for Manchester United. Oh! That is not how I would have predicted the assist. It is Leroy Sané who wins the golden ball with 18 assists. Goddamn. Sergio Aguero continuing his magnificent season, coming in with 12 assists. And then it is Hendo in 3rd place and the highest ranked out of anyone, coming in with 11. Although Ryan Giggs also had 11. It was just like a three-way tie between Hendo, Son, and Giggs. And then Paul Scholes coming in 6th place, contributing 10. And then there's Wayne Rooney coming in 9th place as well. And then Mohamed Salah coming in 11th. Tevez coming in 12th. As well as Sadio Mane coming in 14th. Go over to clean sheets, and that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Edwin van der Sar coming in, getting the golden glove over his higher rated compatriot over here in Alisson. It's 23 clean sheets to Alisson's 19 clean sheets. I think it is pretty clear cut right here. I am fairly confident that Manchester United, that 08 side, has come out on...
Oh no!
What? No! How? Fucking how? What? They blew him out of the water in like almost every statistic. Holy shit. In one of the closest experiments I have ever done in the simulations, you can see it right here. 105 points to 104. Liverpool, by the skin of my dick, get past the 08 Man United side. And it really was razor close. You can see that Manchester United scored more goals. They had a better defensive record, but just not by that much. And what it came down to was Liverpool lost 1 game. Manchester United lost 2. Fuck, man. Oh, God. All right, the day that this video comes out, you'll just check my Twitter. Like it, retweet it, guys. Being an American Man United fan is already bad enough because I get shit from rival fans and I get shit from like UK Man United fans like, oh, you're a poser. I think Cutsy's gonna lose his shit. Where was Cristiano Ronaldo this whole time? 91 rated my ass. This is why Messi's gonna go down as greatest of all time, not you, Ronaldo. I guess I still have a chance at redemption in the live action portion. But alright, here we go. The 08 Man United side versus modern day Liverpool at a neutral ground. They'll be playing for the Champions League final because why the hell not? Legendary difficulty, CPU on CPU. I'm not going to touch anything. And alright, boys. As you see, these two historically great teams, all these legendary faces, stride out all the but you guys go ahead, vote up on the eye thingies right now on which team you think is going to come out on top in the live action portion. As for me, you know who I'm going with. There's another forfeit for my Instagram on the line here. But honestly, right now, it's mostly about pride. If this Liverpool team ends up beating, like, the team of my childhood, I'm gonna f***ing lose it. But the battle for the title of the all-time greatest Premier League team is now underway. Trent, looking for over here. Gets it over Fabinho. Loose marking right here. Roberto Firmino gets over to Wijnaldum. It's off of the post. Wijnaldum shoots again, and he misses. Oh my God! Edwin van der Sar caught a little bit sleeping, and this could have been the opener. Oh, if he had only put this second shot on target, it was probably going in. Already, Liverpool looking dangerous. Neville looking around to Ronaldo, sends in the cross. Oh, he's got position. Giggs, no! A free header at the back post. Pretty much unmarked. Trent Alexander-Arnold can't get there in time, and yeah, just not the best work. Both teams' golden chances, both squandered. Picking up with Rooney. Over to Giggsy. Where's it going to go here? Laying it in to Scholes! It's right there! A great save from Alisson! You're not going to see Paul Scholes sneak behind defense all too often, but brilliantly timed run. Joe Gomez sloppy defended there, and Alisson gets big. He's got space in front of him. No one's going to catch him. He's got runners in the box if he could just send it in. A decent cross. But he cuts it back. Interesting. Evra now charging in the middle. Scholes lays it back to Evra. Not the person you want to be taking the shot, but Rooney! He's got space, but hits it right into Alisson. Great save. And yeah, that should be it. Yes. An electric first half of chances, but both keepers coming up huge. As you can see, it's been a voracious game back and forth. 5 shots to 4 shots for Liverpool. 4 shots on target for Manchester United to 2 shots for Liverpool. No slouches either, but Alisson right now, MVP. It has been all offense with no end product, but let's see what happens in the second half, boys. Plays it forward. Firmino plays it back to Trent. Trent can send in a mean cross if he wants to. He does. Puts it in there. Firmino! Once again, no one can find the back of the net. Oh, Giggs wins that. Nods it down. Carrick looking forward. Oh, Rudy! He gets it to Tevez! Yes! Is he on sides, though?
Oh, no.
No! Rudy did not spot him in time. Tevez now waking up with Rooney. Cuts it back. Laying it off for Gary Neville. Gets it over Cristiano Ronaldo. Got space here. Carrick! Really? Michael Carrick! Alright, let's see this again. I think Cristiano Ronaldo with the cross here. Oh no, he's out jumping Fabinho. It's just an imperfect cross. Fabinho's in the right position. He's just a little bit ahead of it. Completely misjudges it. In between the sandwich of him and Wijnaldum. And he somehow puts it on target. Michael Carrick? He is the unlikely source to find the breakthrough in this. 65 minute though, a lot more time to play. Gives it over to Giggsy. Fake shots away. Pirouettes away. Paul Scholes. What is he going to do? Oh, Alisson gets to it, but Tevez! Oh! Alisson spills it, and Tevez is the first to react, and it is 2-0, and it is all but the nail in the coffin. It looks like we're going to split this. In the sim season, Liverpool might have won it, but when it came to a head-to-head match, anything goes. Alisson, who's covered himself in glory, Paul Scholes always picking out the right pass, doesn't quite get there, and just the inexperience of Joe Gomez. 82 rated, the weak link in the defense, can't get there in time. Going down. Oh! He gets taken down, but it's a no call. Apparently a fair tackle from Rio Ferdinand, and that should pretty much be it. They're knocking it up to Tevez. There's no one to run him down. It's going to run into that corner. Andrew Robinson, a little bit of a slide tackle behind, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. In the live action battle between Manchester United of 2008 versus modern day Liverpool, it is the 08 side who come out on top, but it isn't definitive. In the sim season, Liverpool barely came out on top, and I mean, it's not like Liverpool were bad at this one. A couple of chances go the other way, and Liverpool could have won this as well. So it is razor thin, guys. But let the debate rage on in the comments down below. Which team do you think was actually better? 08 United or modern day Liverpool? But until then, let's see the Ginger Ninja, Paulie Scholes, lift up the Champions League trophy. Probably gonna be the only time we see a Manchester United player lift a trophy this year, if we're gonna be honest. And we got a shot in the FA Cup. And to Liverpool fans, I still got to do the forfeit, so you can see that over on my Twitter, @BMOnus. And an early congratulations on you guys winning the league.
Got him!
But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for me. Quick reminder to you guys, I've started streaming again at Twitch TV/BMOnus. I'll probably be live streaming the Man United versus the Spurs game this weekend, as well as playing some career mode. So come check me out every Saturday and Sunday. And a quick little heads up so I can make myself accountable. April 1st will be the debut of Season 3 of the China Ruins Everything career mode. So hopefully you guys are excited. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead, leave a like, share it with a friend. You want to check out the last experiment, go ahead and click over here, Dingsy Poos. You want to check out another, all this goodness, go ahead and click over Dingsy Poos. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, BMOnus. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember, stay yourself, stay humble. Until next time, boys, stay thick.